Hello, welcome in everybody. Okay, it's almost the new moon in Cancer. Okay, if you're watching this, the new moon in Cancer is happening on June 25th, 2025. Okay, and if you're watching this for a different new moon in Cancer, just take it as then. Okay, and also happy birthday to all of the Cancerians who will be celebrating at this time. Okay, today we're going to get into a fast reading, a pretty quick reading, okay, having to do with the elements, okay? We're going to get into the elemental readings first, and then we're going to get into the collective message, okay? So thank y'all so much for hitting that thumbs up, hitting the subscribe button if you're fucking with the reading. Thank you for leaving comments, okay? And thank you for hitting that notification bell. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new stuff, okay? And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the Cancer season pick a card reading that I posted, okay, a couple days ago, like 5 days ago. If you want to know about the entirety of Cancer season, So we're about to go ahead and get into it. Hey, Passion. Hey, honey. On my mama. I just said I can't wait for Kenny to post a new moon read, and I got a notification that you were live. Lay. That is so funny. You know why that's so funny is because I was just talking to my homegirl about that earlier. I was like, I can feel whenever the collective is like, please get on live. I'm telling you. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and get into it. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with water signs, okay? Take this extra if you have, of course, Cancer placements, but this is for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placement people, okay? And what it is that y'all can expect for the new moon in Cancer, okay? So take this extra if you're really any of the water signs because we're having a water moon and the moon is already super, super watery, period. Yeah, in sync, yeah. Come on, collective. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, these are going to be relatively fast. Hi, Amy. Literally had a dream where you said I'll be on live later 2 days ago. That's so funny. My ears ringing. My left one. Okay. Also, y'all, water signs, blue calcite could be very, very significant for y'all. Okay, blue calcite could be very, very. You should. You should text me these things more. Let's see. Everything happens for a reason. Ooh, let's see. So, water signs. What can water signs expect from the new moon in Cancer? What is the overall energy for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements? Okay, especially Cancer. Um, so we have dragons. Slay them all. Number 6. Okay. So 6 house placements could definitely be significant. The number 6, okay, could definitely be significant. July 6th could be significant. June 6th could be significant. Okay. So Gemini energy, and then of course Cancer energy. But then Virgo energy with that 6 house vibes. I definitely feel as though off top, if I'm just talking about the number of dragons, slay them all. A lot of y'all maybe like something about food fears could be very significant. Y'all could be being more adventurous with what it is that you eat. But also y'all could be going through some like stomach issues, tummy rumbling, and things of that nature. Okay, Cancer season has a lot to do with like your health. Okay, your physical body, your health, which is why Cancer and Taurus are so close and linked in that way too. But like Cancer has to do with your health. Okay, so the things that you've been like ignoring, or if you haven't been feeding your body like properly or doing what you were supposed to do or eating good, that shit will start to catch up to you and you're going to feel it. Okay, water signs. All right, so I just want y'all to know that during the new moon in Cancer, y'all might have the bubbly guts. I don't know. Y'all might have the bubble guts. And also, y'all may feel more inclined to try new foods. Okay, maybe it could be like new healthier recipes or more like cooking more at home instead of eating a bunch of fast food or instead of eating out a bunch. Okay, like home cooked meals. That's very Cancerian shit like that. Okay, lavender essential oil could be significant, and blue calcite could be significant. Okay, for water signs placements. Okay, especially Cancerians. Um, Tea tree oil as well as sweet orange oil could be significant for y'all as well. But dragons, slay them all. That also gives me Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones could be significant with the new moon in Cancer. I definitely feel as though, not gonna lie, there could be some drama. It's giving drama, right? And I also, it's giving kind of like doing things that people didn't think that you could do. Okay, somebody here could be disabled. Okay, someone here could have a prosthetic or prosthesis. Um, This also gives me like Yellow Brick Road. It gives me The Wizard of Oz, which also gives me Wicked. I definitely feel as also someone can have red hair. That gives me Merida from Brave. Okay. I definitely feel like y'all could be watching lots of like movies. Okay. Y'all could be watching lots of like musicals, movies, Disney stuff. Okay. Feeling really, really nostalgic at this point in time. Okay. Um, so yeah, let me see. Dragons and slay them all. Look up the spiritual meaning of dragons. Okay, a lot of y'all could be really getting deeper into protection. Water signs, y'all are feeling compelled to get deeper into protection. It's also like protecting the castle, protecting your home. Okay, this definitely gives me you doing magic to protect your home, protect your property, protect your land. For some of y'all, it's your inheritance, especially having to do with things on your mother's side. Okay, that could be very, very significant. A lot of y'all are also needing to stay protected when you're going out on walks, okay, or when you're going out in nature. All right, veil kind of thin, so just watch out for that. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. So gargoyles could be significant. Y'all could definitely be getting into like protection for the outside of your home. Okay, it could be like gnomes or whatever the case may be. It could be something about like putting it on your property or putting certain crystals in certain places in your lawn or in your grass or whatever the case may be. And that's the thing. Okay, so a lot of y'all could also be going on a lot more like walks, doing a lot more shit that you didn't think that you were going to do. And a lot of y'all are also kind of like closing your house or closing your vessel off to people, like not allowing people into your space in a certain way, okay, or like maybe getting stricter with like your house rules, okay, y'all and y'all's princess vibes, okay, like protecting your castle, all right. You may also end up going into a house where it's a lot going on. Okay, you could get invited somewhere and it's a lot going on. But when the heart is involved, people don't always have the best intentions. Okay, like I said, there could be a lot going on. There could be some drama going on for water sign placements. Okay, when the heart is involved, people don't always have the best intentions. They will pretend they're good for you, only for you to find out they're toxic or even abusive. The time has come to face your dragons, and you must slay them before they slay you. Of course, don't literally slay them, but make sure they know you won't stand for their mistreatment. Okay, so y'all could definitely, and y'all should definitely be getting into protection. Okay, y'all could definitely be cutting some folks off or setting some folks straight with this sword right here. It says, fell behind, it's not too late. Okay, that's on TikTok. Okay, Community Fest could be very, very significant, a festival. Okay, and I feel as though you and somebody maybe like fell off, or like maybe somebody isn't like doing something with you in consideration, with you in mind. Okay, water signs. But when it comes down to the new moon in Cancer, like I said, it is a watery ass moon. There's a lot going on. It's a lot of emotions. Okay, that's what they mean when they say the heart is involved. A lot of y'all are feeling called to very much so protect yourself, protect and cleanse your home. Okay, water sign placements. Okay, and y'all could be recognizing that some of the people around you don't have the best intentions. They'll pretend that they're good for you, only for you to find out that they're toxic. So yeah, a lot of y'all could be doing something that you did that people didn't think that you were going to do. Maybe cutting someone off that people didn't think you were, or setting a boundary with somebody that people didn't think that you would do it with. Okay, but you must slay them before they slay you. Of course, don't let. So yeah, a lot of y'all. This could even be for some of y'all baneful magic. Okay, I'm not necessarily advocating for that, but this could be things that some people consider to be baneful. Okay, whatever the case may be. I'm not here to judge you whatsoever. I'm just here to say like this is you putting like maybe like baneful protections in place, like things of that nature. Do your research. Of course, do your research. And focus whatever that is into your own personal practice, and the own bylaws and rules of your own personal practice. But I think that a lot of y'all are getting a lot more experimental with what it is that you're doing. Okay, don't literally slay them, but make sure they know you won't stand for their mistreatment. So yeah, y'all could definitely be like, almost her putting the pause on somebody. Y'all don't fight, okay? But there could definitely be some sort of like heavy ass energy. Okay, some of y'all may also end up fighting back. Okay, if you are in that situation, confirmation. Okay, this may be a point in time where you can speak up about being in an abusive situation. If someone is putting the pause on you and you have to defend yourself. Okay, please get help as soon as possible. All right, but I definitely think that for y'all are facing y'all's fears and y'all are doing things or standing up to somebody or saying something or posting something or whatever the case may be that people did not think that you was gonna do. Okay, period. Folks did not think that you was gonna do that. Okay, water signs. So, what is this toxic abusive energy? Well, I heard that they already know. So, moving forward, it could even be like a job situation. Okay, check stubs could be significant. Okay, it could be like people doing you dirty over money, or like even like a leasing situation, a housing situation. It could literally be like a landlord trying to fuck y'all over. Okay, what advice do you have for water sign placements before I move forward to fire sign placements? Okay, uh, Thank y'all for giving the thumbs up. As I say that, a thumbs up. There's so many things going on. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. Uh, y'all's advice when it comes down to the new moon in Cancer is y'all need to set boundaries. Okay, take this extra if you have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini placements or Virgo placements. Y'all are needing to become better communicators. Y'all are being called to set boundaries type shit. Okay, y'all are being called to be very, very honest. Okay, say what it is that you gotta say. Cut motherfuckers off if you gotta cut motherfuckers off. Make sure that you're reading contracts before you sign them, and y'all may be getting into justice work or baneful work, left-handed work, whatever the case may be. Okay. Oracle of Pentacles sideways. Okay, that's the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Y'all's advice, y'all could definitely be kind of struggling when it comes down to maintaining your grounding, okay, or getting your spending together, or even when it comes down to taking care of yourself and being in your own personal routine like you normally would. Okay, you could also be kind of feeling in and out with like a woman in your life, okay, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or even like a mother figure, or just like somebody to where this person keeps you grounded normally, or like you feel grounded with this person. Okay. So there's a need for y'all to really focus in on your self-care and also your routine. Your routine is your self-care. Okay. So there's a need for y'all to kind of get back into like your beauty routine and like even like cooking more at home and shit like that. Okay. So soda light could definitely be very, very significant for y'all for the new moon in Cancer. Okay, soda light, and also we have this blue calcite. Okay, so blue crystals can be significant. There's a big pull towards communication for y'all. Okay, this is about love, focus, and intuition. Okay, y'all's advice is to really trust your intuition, and really like understand what's love and what's not love. Okay. Um, yeah, y'all could the new moon in Cancer could have y'all week looking kind of crazy. Okay, and also things could be looking different in regards to like your money or your paychecks. Okay, than you think. Okay, so just tap into that. Y'all may need to lock in. Okay, it says love, focus, and intuition. All right, crowded table by the highwayman. I definitely feel like y'all's advice is to make sure that you're staying grounded. Y'all might be around a bunch of people, or y'all might be overwhelmed. There might be a lot going on. Also, please like caution yourself of how much it is that you're like drinking or like smoking, partaking. Okay, a bouquet of wild thyme, honeysuckle, and lemony geranium could be significant. Y'all could definitely be feeling called to get into herbs, teas, okay, tinctures, and things of that nature. Okay, that's your advice. Fertility abounds and abundance meets you with ease. This down to earth, grounded oracle is a magnet for a bountiful harvest with this new one in Cancer. You may be experiencing a flux of material wealth, success, or love, but that doesn't give you permission to overindulge. Yeah, balance yourself out, okay? Um, Discern when to invest, when to spend, and when to be more conservative with your resources. This is also a card of striking a work-life balance. Okay, yeah, you might just be like getting your shit together. Okay, this also for y'all definitely means y'all could also have earth sign placements, and like maybe the new moon in Cancer is a little rough for y'all. Confirmation. Okay, um, yeah. The name Tevin could be significant. The name Devin could be significant. Okay, someone's brother could be significant. Um, Life is also a little out of whack for y'all. Okay, with a new moon in Cancer and some tenderness is in order. Are you spending too much time at work or perhaps not enough? Okay, that work-life balance, y'all. Something needs some love. It's time to mindfully look at what's going on and nurture yourself. This card sees your strength, ability, and worthiness. Okay, water sign, emphasis on worthiness. Y'all need to get into y'all self-love bag. Okay, self-love rituals back into, the washing of your hair and the lotioning your body, okay, and the exfoliating and all of that, all right? But that's what I have for you, water signs, okay? So thank y'all for giving me a thumbs up. Thank y'all for commenting. If you just got done with the water sign reading, go ahead and leave your zodiac sign in the comments. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements, okay? And we're about to go ahead and get into the fire signs, okay? Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag placements. Let's get into it. Aries, Leo, Sag placements, okay? Especially Aries, okay? I also say especially Leo as the two luminaries, to be honest with you. I'm at work right now, but I'm so glad I finally caught your live. I'm glad you caught the live too. And I hope that you have a really good rest of your shift. So let's go ahead and get into it. Big Cancer, okay? Y'all are fucking funny. Okay. So when it comes down to it, new moon and Cancer for fire sign placements. Okay, work could also be very, very significant. Okay, confirmation. I'm getting messages. Okay, and it's 911 on the clock. Okay, y'all could definitely be kind of thrusted into a work situation a lot faster than you thought. Okay, some of y'all could also include like I'm okay. I don't want to say that, but like there could be something like not say going wrong at work, but there could be like something that just wasn't intended, and it kind of like slows things up or changes your schedule. So it's not necessarily something scary, but it's definitely something that's more like an inconvenience that could be happening in like the workplace, okay, or like with your plans, okay. Big cap, okay, big cap, okay. We love to see it. Sag and Libra steadily, okay. So when it comes down to the fire signs, like something could be going like wrong, maybe like even like a school project, okay, or something of that nature. But the new moon in Cancer could definitely have y'all like feeling emergent or feeling like something is like urgent. Okay, y'all have some sort of sense of urgency about something. Okay, streaking could be significant for somebody. Okay, that also gives me some of y'all could be recognizing that somebody doesn't have like the personal hygiene that you personally are like comfortable with. You may recognize that somebody does something that kind of like makes your skin crawl or like makes your skin itch. Okay, confirmation. It can have to do with like somebody's personal bodily like hygiene type shit. Okay, so new moon in Cancer for fire signs. Okay, heavy on the Aries as a cardinal sign and heavy on the Leo as a luminary. Okay, so when it comes down to it, y'all got number 42, homeward. Okay, take yourself out on a date in reverse. Okay, this also gave me homework. Okay, also gives me Jordan Ward. Okay, Jordan Ward could be significant. He's in Aries. Aries energy could be significant. Okay, that also gives me white crocs and cherimoya. So cherimoya, the fruit, could be significant. White crocs could be significant, or those two songs could be significant for fire signs. Okay, he's in Aries. But when it comes down to it, some of y'all could also, like I said, something could be going wrong with like an assignment or like some homework or like something that you were supposed to turn in, okay, or something that you were supposed to study or have completed, like a to-do list situation, okay. Um, that With the Helly song by Ralph 49 could definitely be significant, okay. Um, yeah, y'all can just kind of feel like it's a lot going on for y'all too, okay. So take yourself out on a date in reverse, okay. So a lot of y'all could be recognizing like maybe where you've been kind of like codependent or like maybe like not consistent when it comes down to your energy, okay. Not you need to do these assignments, okay, fire sign, do them assignments. That's real, okay. A lot of y'all, okay, let me put that up so y'all can see. A lot of y'all fire signs, like there is a need, like maybe y'all been a little bit too outside. Okay, maybe y'all been a little bit too outside, or maybe y'all been kind of focused on like dating or like being social with this bird right here. Okay, Twitter. Okay, X could be significant. Some of y'all could be like thinking of an ex or dealing with an ex. I'm hearing smoking on the X pack. Okay, by SZA. Okay, smoking on my X pack. Yeah, a lot of y'all could also be doing a lot more smoking, doing a lot more drinking. Okay, like just y'all kind of are a little bit all over the place. Okay, fire signs. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, a little all over the place. And a lot of y'all may need to like cleanse your home or clear under that spirit. Like this is a protected channel. Thank you to Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting this channel, for protecting this home from any and all malefic spirits, trickster spirits, negative energy, and keeping me protected in this channel. There's no harm done to me, nor anybody here in this collective. So thank you. Archangel Michael could also be very, very significant for fire sign placements at this time. A lot of y'all are needing to, once again, protect your home, as Cancer is the sign of the home. A new moon in Cancer could definitely kind of like make y'all sit y'all ass down. Okay, so a lot of y'all have been focused on like dating or like a partner or like romance or just smoking and being around and running around in the forest and shit like that. I'm also hearing, come along with me. With the butterflies and bees, we can wander through the forest and do so as we please. That's Adventure Time. Adventure Time could definitely be very, very significant. Okay, a lot of y'all could just be very like whimsical, very fantasy like right now. Y'all could also be looking at like old cartoons or like your favorite shows, your favorite cartoons. Y'all could be, some of y'all are artists. Okay, y'all could be designing things, creating cartoons, creating your own worlds, magazines. Okay, but there's a need for y'all to sit that ass down and put that moo on. Okay, to be very, very honest with you. A lot of y'all also need to put the caffeine down. Okay, chill out on the caffeine and the excess sugar, the Red Bulls and the espresso shots. Put them down. A lot of y'all also need to take them damn braids out, okay? Or take that style out, okay? Or wash your hair, okay? There's something about that. A lot of y'all have just not necessarily been in the habits that you maybe need to be in, okay? So we continue, okay? Now, oop, that's what the channel said, y'all. That's what the channel has said, y'all. Yeah. Y'all are very close to completing some sort of chapter, okay? But like this is like a blockage. Some of y'all could be needing in need like a blockage remover, okay? But take yourself out on a date, okay? Slow down. It's time to press. That also gives me gas pedal by Sage the Gemini. That's his name. Okay, so some of y'all could need to kind of put a pause on some sort of plans you have with the Gemini placement. Slow down. It's time to press pause, and especially if you feel uncomfortable with this person. Slow down. It's time to press pause and contemplate before the next leg of your journey. The new moon in Cancer is going to tell y'all to sit your ass down, okay, before Leo season reactivates you, or before the Capricorn moon. Really, it's Leo season going to activate you. So the new moon in Cancer is going to kind of set the tone for the month, to be honest with you. It's in those solitary introspective moments where fire signs are going to learn the most interesting and eye-opening things about themselves. Okay, so take yourself out on a date of sorts. Okay, even if it's just a quiet and cozy night. Cozy by Beyonce could be significant. She's a Leo Mars. Okay, a cozy night at home. Enjoy your own company. A lot of y'all also need to kind of pause on like the SEGGS, the SEGGS duality. I just took it down when the live started. Stop. Confirmation. Okay, they said it was time, Bookie. It be like that. Trust me, I'm waiting to get my braids in. Okay, but what I can say is some of y'all need to spend more time with yourself. You need to enjoy your own company. Some of y'all have been kind of like wanting to be like too. You know, someone could be 42. Hi. 1942 could also be significant. Okay, hi, Jasmine. That also gives me Don Julio. Okay, but also gives me Don Julio by Mona Leo. Okay, who is a Taurus. Okay, so advice. What advice do you have for fire sign placements? Okay, what advice do you have for fire sign placements for the new moon in Cancer? Thank y'all for giving a thumbs up. Ooh, y'all, I can't make it up. New braids, okay. Before Pride, hopefully, but who knows, okay? So for fire signs, the advice for the new moon in Cancer is the Hermit. I can't make this up, y'all. Stay y'all ass at home. Fire signs, y'all need to stay y'all ass at home. To be quite honest with you, there's a heavy earthly energy that came up for water sign placements too. Y'all can have water sign placements. But water sign placements had the Queen of Pentacles sideways, and y'all have the Hermit. Okay, so there is this earthliness. We will be having the full moon in Capricorn in July, I think July 11th, okay, 2025. And so there is this grounded energy that's coming in. The new moon in Cancer is kind of setting the tone and softening you up before all of that shit. But in reality, fire signs, okay, y'all are needing to kind of ground yourself in a way that you don't necessarily want to do, but like it just is what it is, if I could be quite honest with you. Okay, also some of y'all are needing to feel like y'all need to get back into like your grooming habits. Okay, y'all need to kind of get back together, get your routine together. Y'all could also be having some of the bubble guts as well. Trust your stomach. Okay, and really pay attention to the astrology, because look at that moon right there. Okay, the new moon in Cancer is going to kind of force y'all to take care of yourself. It's going to force y'all to like nurture yourself. Some of y'all, if there's been stuff with your kids even that you need to handle, you're going to be handling that. Okay, jasmine could be significant. I have some jasmine burning. Jasmine is ruled over by the moon. Okay, it is a very Cancerian herb. Okay, it can also be associated with Venus. But when it comes down to this, even with this pink clouds, okay, that also gives me pink toes by Childish Gambino and Janae Aiko. Okay, Libra and Pisces energy. She has a Sag rising. Okay, rainbows, sunshine. Everybody knows rainbows, sunshine. So yeah, this definitely gives me like a lot of y'all are scared that if you stop having a good time right now, that the good times are going to just like stop right now, and that's not true. Okay, so take care of yourself, sit your ass at home, do what it is that you need to do. Okay, it's okay, it's all right. Okay, selenite is the stone that y'all need, literally. Okay, so selenite, peace, serenity, and healing. The name serenity could be significant. Someone's name could be peace as well. Okay, also the heels of your feet could be significant. Y'all are definitely in need of kind of cleansing yourself in order for y'all to kind of get back right, because y'all not really the most grounded. Okay, come on, pink toes. Next for your Aries stellium, as you should. Okay. I definitely feel as though also this could also do with like y'all getting y'all psychic stuff together. Your feet are your connection to spirit. All right. So the advice that I have for fire sign placements for the new moon in Cancer is cleanse yourself, cleanse your home, cleanse yourself. Okay. Put that moo on and sit that ass in that house. Okay. Don't you don't need to be outside like that. Okay. You being forced to do the work. Okay. It says you can never hold back spring. Okay. With you can never hold back spring, and now that it's summer with Cancer season, there's this energy to where y'all are still doing the same shit that y'all was doing last season, and you don't need to be doing the same shit that you was doing last season. Last season stuff is last season, okay? If you what did she say? If you was beefing at that wedding, y'all could have been beefing at that wedding. Y'all should have been beefing at that wedding, okay? FOMO is fire sign's biggest enemy, okay? So yes, don't let fear of missing out stop y'all from getting to your peace, okay? Earl Grey tea and a roaring fireplace can be very, very significant. Y'all need to be comfortable, okay? Earl Grey tea can also deal with like, that's bergamot, okay? So working with bergamot and citrus could definitely be significant. Okay, so y'all could definitely be needing to do like blockage removers, okay, and things of that nature, doing some maintenance. All right, right now y'all are being called to reflect, okay, and to focus on your own individuality away from groups, okay, and understand that y'all are very close to completing some sort of cycle, but right now you're experiencing blockages, okay. So your advice is sometimes life can leave us feeling the need for respite from the day to day, even from our beloveds. Needing alone time is natural, and giving yourself the time to indulge in that shit and indulge in healing is a major gift. You may feel restless taking time off with the new moon in Cancer, but when you're used to going too hard for too long, it will feel unusual to slow down. Y'all been going too hard. Okay, confirmation. Don't like that again. It's the second time. Okay, but give yourself permission to zone in on your own needs. Fill your own cup so that when you reemerge, you can pour into others' cups. Okay, in this moment, you are the magical chrysalis that will transform into a butterfly with time. Butterflies can be very, very significant. Okay, you're going through your own personal transformation, and I definitely feel as though, okay, stop doing that. Okay, y'all are drained. Okay, y'all are really, really drained, and y'all's energy is really, really open. Okay, so just like watch out for that. Okay, lavender can be significant for y'all as well. Okay, so thank y'all for giving me a thumbs up and a comment. Okay, if you watch the fire sign reading, go ahead and leave me your elemental sign. Okay, leave me your zodiac sign down below. Okay, okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into the earth signs. Okay, earth signs. All right, earth signs for the new moon in Cancer. I can already say Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, emphasis on the Capricorn. Okay, mind you, we have the full moon in Capricorn happening on July 11th. Okay, 2025. Okay, so earth signs. Okay, but especially Capricorn. All right, and also I could even say Taurus, but especially Capricorn. There is going to be a big push towards you like taking care of yourself in a way that kind of makes you feel uncomfortable. Y'all could be getting deeper into oils and into like scents and things of that nature, lotions and self-care and things of that nature. Okay, so for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo placements, especially Capricorn placements, what does the new moon in Cancer hold? Okay, a lot of y'all could also be getting your water intake back together. Okay, y'all could definitely be getting back into your health routines. Some of y'all have been being way too hard on yourself in other areas, but like not in the places where it counts right now. Y'all haven't been taking care of your body or doing the things that you said that you were going to do. Y'all haven't been going on the walks that you said, or you haven't been doing the yoga that you said and stretching, and y'all haven't been. Now are we getting dragged again? No, please. It's feeling like it, friend. It's feeling like it. And I definitely think that a lot of y'all, myself included, like I'm not a Capricorn sun because I am. I definitely think that maybe we just haven't been doing what it is that we have been supposed to do. Okay. So what we got is protest. Okay. So number 28. Okay. The 28th of the month could be significant. Someone could be 28 or about to turn 28. Okay. Protest. Start a revolution. So y'all could literally be protesting. The new moon in Cancer could literally be evoking some sort of feeling out of you. Okay. When it comes down to like protest and standing up for yourself. Okay. A lot of y'all could also be like, I don't know, like standing up for something. Okay, it could be in a workplace, it could be wherever. I'm having deja vu right now. Actually, I could be having a lot of deja vu. I could definitely be having visions of something. Okay, I could be having very, very. I'm having significant deja vu. Like I swear this has happened before already. Okay, like literally, like this it doing a reading and this having. Okay, y'all could be going through some sort of like major psychic upgrade. Okay, when it happens to like the new moon in Cancer. All right, and y'all also may feel like you're not doing enough in your community, or you can feel like you're like there's more that you could be doing. Y'all could also be like protesting against a particular like religion, okay, or like religious standards, okay, like generational stuff, like things that you inherited from your family. You could also, some of y'all could also be getting a tattoo. Tattoos could definitely be significant. Some of y'all could also be showing your scars in one way or another, okay. A lot of y'all could also be put into a position with like different people from different cultures and different places, okay. Okay, absolutely. All right. Okay. I don't need no ice in my drink. Moving forward, when it comes down to it, a lot of y'all could also be like, this kind of gives me protesting at like City Hall. This gives me pride as well. Some of y'all could be partaking in pride, okay? Or just like standing up for something. All right. I also feel as though y'all could be like standing aside or standing alongside, supporting a friend. Okay. Y'all could also be changing the way that you look. Okay. Y'all could be definitely changing the way it is that you look. Y'all could be dressing more like sophisticated or something that like calls more energy and more attention towards yourself. Okay. So that could be very, very significant. You've been looking around and noticing that the world is often unjust, okay, but you're not sure what to do about it. So, yeah, something could be bothering y'all spirit, okay, with the new moon in Cancer. Something is like evoking emotion out of you. Like Katniss, okay, the Hunger Games could be significant. You could definitely just be real fucked up about the state of the world, especially if you're here in America or in one of the places in the world where there is a bunch of just evil going on. You need to be the first spark of your own revolution. Educate yourself, okay? Stand up for others. You could definitely be studying. I could be at the library. I could be like talking with people about their experiences. Much love to the organizers in the field, okay? Washington, D.C. could be significant, okay? Don't forget to stand up for others, whether or not, that gives me Advocates for Youth. I used to participate in that group. Don't forget to stand up for others, whether or not you have shared experiences, okay? If you can speak up and do so safely, then do it. Okay. Emphasis on if you can speak up and if you can do so safely. Okay. So yeah, you might be, somebody may tell you a story during a new moon in Cancer. Like you may like learn something and it's really like fucking you up. Like you're like, what the fuck? Okay. So yeah, I definitely feel like something could be evoking your own personal spirit. Could have to literally do with like protesting, whatever the case may be. Okay. So what advice, Spirit, Mother Moon, do you have? Somebody really doesn't want y'all to talk. Like my throat got dry out of nowhere. Somebody really does not want y'all to speak. Okay, a lot of y'all are feeling being really called to like cleanse your throat chakra. Okay, it could be through drinking water. It could be through taking spiritual baths. Okay, using water, speaking blessings into your water. Bahati Life on YouTube could definitely be very significant. Florida could be significant. Cancer, Sun, Virgo, Moon energy. Okay. Advice. I kid you the fuck not. The moon. The new moon in Cancer is very much so. Okay, very much so affecting earth signs. Okay, very much so affecting earth signs. Okay, especially Capricorn. Especially Capricorn. Your advice is to trust into your intuition in a way that you have not done so before. This new moon in Cancer is very much so changing you. Okay, and also animals may start acting different around you. Okay, pay attention to the animals that are around you, okay, especially dogs, okay. Mother Hecate could be significant, or Hecate could definitely be very, very significant. A lot of y'all have either done like a road opener or a blockage remover, or you need to because it's working, okay, or it would work, okay. Coconut could be significant, coconut candles, okay, coconut candies. Caramel Kisses by Faith Evans, Gemini energy, okay. Caramel candies for real. But whatever the case may be, also Pharrell could be significant. It says treat yourself, enjoy every ride you take. Okay, from Uber. All right. A lot of y'all could be going on like some sort of like trip or vacation underneath the new moon in Cancer out of nowhere. Y'all could be going to like the water or to the beach or just somewhere new. Okay, somewhere like to the pool, a lazy river, whatever the case may be. But y'all's advice, okay, is to genuinely trust your intuition. Okay, y'all are feeling very spot the fuck on. Okay, things are not always as they seem. Be soft now with the new moon in Cancer. Okay, earth signs, especially Capricorn. The moon speaks to that which is both perpetually itself and constantly shifting. Are you looking at things as they are, or are you looking through rose-colored glasses? Okay, so a lot of y'all just saw Pharrell gift Beyonce an LV bag. Okay, confirmation. Louis Vuitton could be significant. Beyonce could be significant. Virgo energy, a Virgo moon. Sorry, Virgo sun. Oh my goodness, Scorpio moon. But I definitely feel like for y'all, are you looking at things as they are, or are you looking through rose-colored glasses? So a lot of y'all may need to look deeper into something, okay, to really figure out that something or somebody really has you fucked up or really is fucked up. Okay, are you projecting what you fear onto the situation at hand? Beware of your desire to paint the picture before you and instead witness what might be presenting itself. Some of y'all may have kind of had the wool pulled over your eyes, or like you weren't seeing. Rose Colored Boy by Paramore keeps coming up. Please watch the Cancer season reading that I posted before this one on my page, okay, to pick a card reading. I said that in one of these, maybe the collective there. Remember, the moon is all about reflection and inner wisdom, okay? So seek truth. All right, so a lot of y'all, truth magic could be significant. Y'all's advice is to do some personal reflection, cleansing. When in doubt, ask someone who can reflect the truth back to you, no matter how charged it may be. So, yeah, a lot of y'all may have like a reality check, okay? Or some of y'all may need to talk with spirit, okay? Ooh, y'all need to also get into that yoga because why my back ever crack like that? Okay? Y'all have all this energy that needs to be released, okay? When in doubt, y'all need to ask somebody who has the answers, okay? Or like who may just give y'all a different way to think about things. Approach inquiries with compassion. Tenderness is a virtue, but so is the ability to be completely honest with yourself. Okay, so yeah, y'all's advice is to be real. Okay, and take accountability if you haven't been standing up where you could. Okay, this is y'all going through a new phase of wisdom, completing a cycle, and finishing some shit off. Okay, Sujilite could be significant or Sugalite. Okay, positivity, relief, and peace are the themes for y'all's new moon in Cancer. Some of y'all could literally be getting a tattoo. Okay, emphasis on a tattoo. Um, yeah, moss agate could also be very, very significant. Y'all could definitely be going to a body of water. Okay. Last but not least, because I also got to go. I'm running late. I'm always doing this. Okay, so air signs, okay. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay, welcome in. Welcome in, okay, especially Libra, okay, as a cardinal sign. So when it comes down to the new moon in Cancer, y'all can also be having this thing of running late. The new moon in Cancer may emphasize things having to do with your timing or lack thereof, okay, not doing what it is that you're supposed to do. Okay, so some of y'all could also be like examining the commitments that you have to your friends, to your partners, to your family, and to your family members. A lot of y'all could be having some issues when it comes down to your crown chakra or kind of like focusing. I could be having a hard time like thinking or like staying on track. Okay, that could be very, very significant. Okay, some of y'all are having a hard time committing to a workout routine or a walking routine and doing those things. So the new moon in Cancer kind of has y'all real hazy like. Okay, it says gray. Okay, gray candles and gray magic could be significant. Okay, the color gray, gray hair could be significant. Y'all could also be feeling like really rapidly aged. Or like y'all could just be thinking about your age right now. Saturn being in Aries could be significant. Some of y'all could be going through your Saturn return. The number 37 could be significant. Someone's third house, seventh house, or 10th house could be significant. Someone could be 37. Okay, 37th Street could be significant. Third Avenue could be significant. Okay, Avenue D. Okay, a lot of y'all right now are just like all over like the place. Okay, and I definitely feel as though y'all could also be going, if you're in a place where there's lots of like rainy weather still or cold weather, wherever it is that you may be, like that could be affecting y'all. It says endings are inevitable. Y'all are feeling like y'all are in this gray area with the new moon in Cancer. Okay, like you can feel that something is changing, something is finishing itself off, but you may not be ready to say goodbye to it. Okay, a lot of y'all are having to move away from somebody or to end something. Okay, for some of y'all, could also have to do with like grief. Okay, I'm very, very sorry for your loss. This has to do with like you losing someone in the physical. Okay, a lot of y'all could still be like mourning. Y'all could definitely be thinking about people who have passed on. Okay, and really kind of just like going through it. But understanding that that's not its own like that's not the end. Okay, like things don't necessarily have to be ended like that. A lot of y'all don't even necessarily really want to talk about this. Is what it feels like. Okay, but as humans, we tend to see things in black and white. Okay, someone could all here could also be biracial. Okay, forgetting to account for all the gray in between. Okay, there's someone in your life who's begun to fade away, or maybe they're gone altogether now. So yeah, some of y'all could literally be like dealing with someone who's in the process of passing, or dealing with somebody who's already passed, or some of y'all could literally be just like figuring out that someone has to leave your life. Okay, even if they're not passing away, like someone could literally just be like it could just be the end of a relationship, the end of a friendship. Okay, a breakup, a friendship breakup. Okay, a business breakup, whatever the case may be. Don't fight it underneath the new moon in Cancer. Y'all are kind of just like accepting something. Real relationships are not the same as the fairy tales that we know and love. There are no neat and tidy bows to tie things up at the end, leaving you satisfied. Some of y'all are in need of like doing altar work, okay? Definitely need to work with your altar, okay? Whether it's for like communication or for whatever the case may be, get into your altar bag, okay? Your altar is very significant, okay? Candle magic is very significant. Gray candles are very significant. Gray magic. Okay, do your research. But acceptance isn't easy. Okay, but it's a thing you need to work toward. We create our own closure. So yeah, I definitely feel as though y'all are being forced to accept that something just is the way that it is. Okay, air signs during Cancer season. Okay, so I'm hearing don't be mad. Okay, don't be in a fit. Don't be in a tizzy. Okay, like that's what I'm hearing. Okay, y'all's advice is to literally, y'all are about to recognize something. I have a headache that's developing right here. Like, y'all could definitely be crying or very, very emotional, but there's a need for y'all to let something go. The Four of Cups in reverse could also be like there's some underhanded, like, behavior going on, or there's something going on behind the scenes or underneath it that you're not, like, really paying attention to. Like, your advice is to get to the root cause of something, get to the root cause of why you feel this way, okay? Because there's something that you're not personally addressing because it makes you feel uncomfortable. Okay. Um, Topaz could be significant. Also gives me Topaz Jones. Fire, passion, and laser focus. Okay, be careful about fire right now. Okay, air signs, but this could also be like the idea of like being too fiery. Like you could really just be really emotionally unbalanced right now. Okay, yeah. Y'all just are not feeling super satisfied with like what it is that you're doing, okay? But there's a need for y'all to kind of like lock in. A lot of y'all need to clean your sheets or get new sheets, okay? Stop hiding underneath the new moon in Cancer, y'all. You're ready to open up and be vulnerable again, okay? Avoiding hardship also means avoiding the beautiful and spectacular experiences the world has to offer. Be scared and excited at once and take a risk. So some of y'all are scared to leave somewhere or to leave someone or to do something new, okay? And you can't be scared. You just got to do it. Okay, a lot of y'all are in need of doing release work, okay, particularly yoga. All right, and some of y'all may need new crystal bracelets, new stones, and things of that nature. And I definitely feel as though a lot of y'all have just been kind of feeling like down. Okay, for some of y'all, it could even be like a bout of like depression. Okay, if that applies for you, if that makes sense for you. But a lot of y'all are just kind of just now getting back from something that really had you kind of fucked up. Okay, to be honest with you. But with that being said, thank y'all so much for being here. I got to go. But thank y'all for giving me a thumbs up. Thank y'all for leaving your comments. If you got this far into the air sign reading, go ahead and leave me your zodiac sign. Okay, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, in the comments. And thank y'all so much for fucking with me. Mwah. Bye. I fuck with y'all a long way.